Good morning, good morning. How are you guys doing today? A little cloudy over here by where I'm at. Hope you guys are doing well, healthy, happy, bearing through all of these crazy energetic shifts that we're going through. I hope you guys are handling it well. Ugh, come on. Get these shuffled real quick. Sorry, my mirror is a little dirty. I know it's got specks everywhere. I do not have a good cleaner for it. Everything that I'm using is just not working. But we're gonna fix that over time. Right, yes. Alright, so let's get rolling. Starting with my first deck. Let's see what we, the collective, the universe needs to hear today. So we have training troops in the reverse. What do we need to hear today? What messages? We have a house divided in the upright. All right, and burning daylight. And as you guys know, or you may not know, I do 2 rounds of each of my 3 decks here. I do 2 rounds of deals. Y'all know what I mean. Also, if you are watching, let me know if y'all can hear me okay through these videos. When I'm trying to listen to my phone without headphones, like it's very bad audio. Everything else on my phone is fine. But when I put headphones on, it seems okay. So just comment down below if you guys can hear me properly in these videos, and if not, you know, I'll correct it somehow. All right, so we have Purgatory in the reverse. We have Institution in the upright. Then, where'd you go? We have Rightful in the reverse. Again, please remember that when these come out sideways, I always turn them clockwise. So if they end up upright, that's what they are, and then if not, they're in the reverse. So we have Love in the reverse. Love. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Alright, this is my Angel Tarot deck. Alright, we have Endings in the reverse. One more for this round, and we've got Ace of Wands in the upright. Second round. Okay, I'm taking the one I just saw. Okay, external. Hold on. You can come on in. Sorry. You're good. I have to pee. Alright. External forces in the upright. Two more. We have Family Dynamics in the reverse. Okay. dodging service in the upright. We have accountable in the reverse. We have triumph in the reverse. We have confirmation in the upright. All right, and to round this all out, we've got 3 more of our tarot deck. 4 swords reversed. We have the sun in the reverse. All right, and then 3 cups in the reverse. So we have a lot going on here. Howdy. I love you.
Sorry for interrupting.
Don't be. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, we have a lot going on here. Universally speaking, for our collective, universally speaking, the karmics are going down. I mean, if this isn't my word, this is good news to those of us who have left our karmic cycles. Is great news, because with their going down, that represents a version of justice. Okay, remember, I don't know if you guys watched one of the last reads that I did, where I was explaining that there are a lot of people who deserve justice that may not get it directly through the 3D judicial court system. But that doesn't mean we won't receive justice. Bro, everything is interrupting this video today. But like I said, just because you don't see it through the court systems that we have available here does not mean it's not going to happen. All right? The spiritual realm has their own spiritual court, and once they've come to a decision and a conclusion, then they get to say, okay, who gets to alchemize what? What have we been working for? What lessons have we learned? What experience do we have to say that we deserve to level up and move on and find justice? But I mean, this is going down from like a governmental level to an individual level. All of this karmic cleanup. So I don't know. I'm still being led to like reassure someone that um, don't worry if like I'm, the judgment is coming, and you have to remember that when God makes a judgment, it is final. And one of the reasons why it may not go through a court system is because there's just not enough 3D evidence. There's too much hidden. There's not enough on the surface, and or there are just too many corrupt people in place to be able to bring that justice to these individuals. Okay, but God is God, and God can say, well, boom, you got cancer, or boom, you're dead. Boom, you're losing everything that you own. You know what I'm saying? So don't just think of justice as being brought to you on a piece of paper. Okay? People who have lived their entire life in their karmic energies, like they have to, I mean, time's up. Time's up. I'll just put it that way. But that's so for us. We have good news. We're ending purgatory. We are ending purgatory, and I want everyone to understand that purgatory kind of applies to everyone, right? And the last purgatory, I would say, began 2021, 2022, something like that. And depending on what you were doing while you were in purgatory, has a lot to do with how or what you're going to go into next. Okay? So, purgatory, what I mean by that is just the sitting and waiting. But you can't just sit and wait, right? Like, you have to make movement. You have to educate yourself. You have to grow the inspiration and motivation and determination to change your ways, whatever was not serving you. You know, if you cut those cords and you decided to learn and you decided to focus and ignore all the BS being thrown at you behind your back, then yeah, you should be in great shape right now, really great shape. And I'm looking at this institution card, and that just brings to me the idea that for those of us who don't have money, it looks like maybe something is coming in for us, okay? Probably within the next couple weeks. It may not be a straight up offer as all these other readers want to say. Because remember, not every reader is reading for like they have specific messages that they're trying to get out to reach a specific group of people, etc., right? But this is more like if you take initiative. If you take initiative, then you're going to find your place. You're going to find a place where you can make money and survive. You can survive and you can provide for your dependents, you know. That's great to hear. That is great to hear. So, yeah. So, this Burning Daylight card, this is funny because it's just, we all seem to be like pacing right now and being like, okay, well, when's it coming? When's it coming? When's it coming? When's it coming? Trust me, I'm kind of doing the same thing because, you know, gotta survive and shit. But, but this is just a reminder, you know, that you might be burning daylight, but it's daylight. It's not, we're not living in the shadows. We're not hiding. We're basking in the sun right now. Which means God has covered us. Which then means that we just need to hang in there. Just be careful of external forces, all right? Everything that's coming in, a lot of us, we've experienced a lot of heightening of our senses over the last year or two or three. So you're going to feel a lot, especially with the energetic shifts and everything. There's just going to be a lot of external forces. And so this is also a testing time to make sure that you keep balanced. You know, we're going to hear and feel disappointments, but you need to balance that. Realize that just because something didn't go through for you that you were asking for, hoping for, doesn't mean that you won't still be provided for. It just means that God took a look at the situation and said, this isn't quite right. Or, you know, like he can see farther than we can. So maybe in a year, you know, there's a sudden layoff or something like that. You know, there are reasons for every step that God makes in our life. So be careful to balance those emotions as these energies are impacting us. They're not trying, they are impacting us. Yep. If any of you guys are feeling stagnation in your healing process, or maybe even like some steps backwards in your healing process, don't worry, just stay steadfast, keep going, because God's going to take care of that. Okay? You'll get all that, everything that you worked for and have lost is coming back to us, to all of us. All right? Some of my healing has stopped too, not stopped, but kind of paused because I just can't eat healthy right now. Like, I can't afford it. So it's those kinds of things for those of us who are like waiting on ships to come in. Like this is just a part of it. Imagine how just think about everything that you have sacrificed up until this point to get here, right? So what is a little bit more time? You know what I mean? If we have to take a couple steps backwards, like that's absolutely nothing compared to everything that we've lost and sacrificed. So think of it that way. And the shadows are being exposed. They are being exposed. I mean, every last person who has been working against you, whether they were aware of it or not, because some people are just not aware. Some people are just so stuck in their karmic cycles that they're basically they're channels for other beings other than godly beings. And they're going to do and say things because they haven't taught themselves how to just stop and listen and then evaluate and then act. Instead, they're just going by, oh, you know, I feel a little jealous, so I'm going to be a bitch, or I'm feeling insecure, so I'm going to go make that confident gentleman over there, I'm going to make him feel small. You know, they don't have control, and it's simply because they've never practiced control. Yes, so to a lot of these karmics, this is shock to them. A lot of them do not understand why this is happening, which is really sad. That is really sad. But with most comics, there's always a level of denial, right? That's the issue, is that they don't want to take the accountability for anything that they've said and done, because I know now. For those who may not have been unconscious, it is going to be revealed to them just how they negatively impacted other people. And they're going to realize that things are about to get taken from them and shaken up. Not all of them have awakened to this just yet, but it's happening. It's in the process. So remember, we're doing all of this so that we can pick and choose our family, right? We, as babies and children, we didn't have a choice of what family we were stuck with. Okay, but coming around the corner, we're going to be building family. We're going to be building family values with these people. And remember, family's not blood. Family's not blood. You know, maybe on paper for registry reasons, you have to call certain people your family because they're blood. But let me tell you, that does not define family. That is the farthest lie I have had to listen to my entire life. Like, I say blood is thicker than water. No. No. That might be true, but there are so many other thicker substances than blood. You know what I'm saying? I see it. Water flows a lot better. So wouldn't water be the best thing so it can flow and go where it needs to go freely and not be boxed in and, you know. All right, you guys. All right, so messages to leave you guys with. Do not become discouraged in this waiting period. All right? Purgatory is over. We are in our new cycle, okay? But getting a new cycle going takes a minute. It takes a minute. And it takes a minute for all our ships to come in, for all the work that we've put in over the last few years, doing what God has asked us to do. Detach, cut cords, you know, adjust our morals, our values, our perspectives, and just growing and learning something new, something different. Like, none of that work has gone unnoticed. And I'm hearing to pray. To pray. If you're not a prayer person, just try. Like, why not? You know, it's just important that you talk out loud. And it doesn't have to be to what people refer to as God. It can be the universe. Hey, universe. Look, thank you for everything that you've given me and for guiding me so far. I really appreciate it. Right now, I'm having a difficult time trying to be patient and wait for what it is that you have in store for me. Please help guide me to a realization or a direction that I can take in the meantime to help alleviate some of my worry and anxiety during this time. And then just shoot the shit. Be like, talk about whatever you want. Literally. Like, universe, I don't know if I should sit or stand. And I'm to my wit's end. So what do you think? You're going to sit there and it's going to be quiet, right? But that's how it goes. The universe does not speak in verbal language, but it shows us, it brings us, it has its own way of communicating. Yeah, let's hold on, all right? You are not the only one. If you're watching this right now and you are stressed and worried that all of your work is just going to be lost again, like it has in the past, or stolen or whatnot, don't worry. Don't worry. That's easier said than done, all right? So here are some things you can do. You can meditate. You can do some breath work. Simple breath work, okay? Just focusing on your breath and really focusing on your breath. Like, when I breathe in, is my chest expanding? And is it expanding all the way? And then when I let that air out, if I let it out super slow, I can feel the muscles deflating my chest, right? But how are you going to know that if you don't stop and focus on it? So take note of that. it just takes your mind off for just a minute with all the worry and concern. I also, whatever craft you're doing, right? If you're getting into energy work or say tarot reading, whatever it is, do it. Do something to contribute to that work. All right? You may not have all the means necessary to do what you need or want to do right now, but the more you work, the more you push through that anyway, all of that just naturally comes together. It naturally comes together because you are signaling to the universe, hey, I don't care. I don't care if I have nothing. I'm still going to do my work. I'm going to do what I can do with what I do have. And you'll see those rewards as they come in. But, you know, if we just stop and we're like, okay, I give up. Like that is only going to prolong your ships coming in. That's only going to prolong it. And it could cause other issues too. Like it could bring some more karmic energy into your life that we clearly are not interested in anymore, you know? So be very careful. Like I said, focus on what it is that you've been led to do. Don't worry about your resources. Don't worry about this or that. You know what I'm saying? Like I've got my own cards here, and I'm totally happy with that because I really love the diversity that was added to these readings because of them. You know, and maybe it's something as simple as that. You don't have the decks or whatever. Make your own, dude. A regular deck of playing cards. You can use that. You can use just like, you don't even have to write on them or do anything. You can just use the numbers and then the, you know what I mean. Whew. Just do everything you can. Like right now, I don't have internet. I don't have this. I don't have that. So I'm doing everything that I can, right? My if I had it my way and I were set up correctly, I could be doing videos consistently every day. But I can't do that. But you know what I am doing? I'm doing it anyway, right? I'm doing it when and where and how I can. Okay? Because this is much better than just sitting around, you know, with our thumb up our butt, like what the hell do we do now? So work. And let's say that maybe you have a little job or something, like it's not the stability that you're worried about financially. Maybe it's other types of shifts that you're waiting for to come in, romance or anything like that. So my suggestion to you is to find that thing that you love to do and do it. And if you don't have anything or you're tired of whatever it is, try something new. Try drawing, try journaling. All right? You never know what these things will lead you into doing. And you never know what you can really master until you get focused on it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for showing up today. Thank you for sharing in this reading. I do appreciate any like, subscribe, or comment that you would like to offer me. I am eternally grateful, and I will be back with another demon to slay. Love y'all.